Our next guest is probably one of this country's most successful musical exports. She was once lost in France, but she's now big in Germany, and I'm glad to say she's here with us now. Please welcome Bonnie Tyler.
Hi.
Hi, Bonnie. Where have you been for the last couple of years?
Well, as usual, busy in Europe, you know, that's the story of my life. Like, I don't seem to be able to get arrested in this country.
So where have you just come back from?
Well, Vienna, night before last, sang to over 50,000 people there, you know. And I'm on tour with my band, you know, we're having a great time.
So where have you been altogether?
I've been on tour for the last 3 months. I've been to all over Norway, which is absolutely gorgeous in this kind of weather, you know, just to see the fjords, and it's just a beautiful place. I spent some time in Germany. I did 3 weeks Germany, Austria, Finland, all over Europe, you know.
It's amazing, and I heard that, you know, your latest album, which hasn't been released here yet, I have to have a word with you about that, it enjoyed incredible success in Norway.
Yeah, it's gone quadruple platinum in parts of Europe, you know. And I was #1 for 12 weeks in the album charts and the singles charts, over then Michael Jackson had to settle with #2.
Oh, nice to hear. What should the appeal that your voice has for the people abroad that they don't seem to have in this country?
It's strange. I really don't know, but I'm ever so glad they do.
Yeah. I mean, is it that they like rock music? Is it that they like women singers, or what?
Well, I think they tend to like husky voices, you know, and fortunately for me, I've got a very husky voice, you know. But the album is going to be released in this country. It's just that I'm signed to BMG, which is their main office is in Germany, so I'm signed to the top, and they get first choice of release, you know, of the albums and singles. So my single has just been released here, called Where Were You, and the album is to follow.
We'll be hearing it in a minute, of course.
Yeah.
But you know, you're Swansea born and bred. I mean, you consider Swansea to be your home. What's it like having to spend all this time on the road?
Actually, I better correct that, because they're all in Skewin now going, she's not from Swansea, she's from Skewin. Yeah, but I've been living in Swansea for 20 years.
Oh,
from Skewin. But of course, yeah, sorry, I forgot the rest.
No, you know, what's it like being on the road all the time?
I just love it. I thrive on it, you know, because there's nothing like being on stage live with a band. And I'm booked now up until the 18th of August. And then I'm going for a 3-week holiday.
God.
So, and then I'm back in the studio after that then to record a new album.
Well, what I don't understand is, you know, when you're away on the road, how do you account for all your creature comforts? I mean, what makes you feel really, really at home? I know your old man travels with you, so that must account for a lot.
Oh, that's a big comfort, yeah. But I always take my tea with me, because you can never get a decent cup of tea, can you? When you go abroad, it's terrible, and I love a good cup of tea, so I always take my own tea.
And what do your family make of it? You know, when they come back and say, who's this stranger's just walked into the house?
Oh, my family, you know, we're a very close family. And like yesterday now, the weather was gorgeous, and my father cooked the lunch, and we're out there having it on the lawn, you know, and the children are running around. Not my children, my nieces and nephews, you know. And it's just great, you know. It's like I switch off. As soon as I come home, I'm gainer again, you know, and it's just lovely. I love what I do. That's why I've been around for such a long time, you know. My first hit record was 16 years ago, and my audience, like today, you see they're around here, the little kids, and you know, from 16 to 60, you know.
So you obviously have a loyal following, but I think it's fair to say you're not the superstar here that you are abroad. And I'm wondering if, you know, how important it is for you to have a big hit over here.
I would love to be as successful in this country as I am in other countries, but, you know, at the same time, it gives me, I don't know, a lot of freedom when I come home as well, you know, like when I'm finished here, I'll be walking around like everybody else, enjoying the rides, going to see the flowers, and, you know, and I do believe that if you're natural about things, and you don't walk around with half a dozen bodyguards, people will just leave you alone, and it's nice to see you, but they're not going to mob you, you know what I mean? And so I can just enjoy my life the same as everybody else.
But if a chance came to appear on Top of the Pops and maybe get mobbed once or twice in Britain, you wouldn't turn it down, would you?
I've been on quite a few times, and I'd love to be on it again if you're listening, you know.
Great, so tell me a little bit about the new single, Where Were You?
Well, it's written by Albert Hammond, who is one of the world's top songwriters, American, and co-written by Diane Warren. I recorded it in Los Angeles, and it's produced by Roy Bittan, who's just produced the Bruce Springsteen album. And it's already doing well in Europe, so hope that it's going to do the same here.
Oh, but it's definitely hummable. I mean, I've sort of heard it
You've
once
been
or
singing
twice
it
this
in the
morning.
dressing room.
Yeah, and I can't
got a terrible
sing.
voice.
Well, I have to ask you now, one last thing before you go off and sing. Do you like chocolate?
I do like it, but I try not to eat too much.
Okay, well, you better listen to our next item then, because we all know that when a nice girl is feeling naughty, her thoughts turn to chocolate.
Where were you when I needed somebody to lean on? Where were you when I needed a shoulder to cry on? Baby, I was always around to pick you up when you were falling down. Now, baby, when you were crying the blues, wasn't I the one that you came crying to? In all the years gone by, you've never seen me cry. I never let you see the other side of me. Where were you when I needed somebody to lean on? So baby, where were you when I needed a shoulder to cry on? I always held you close when you were feeling weak. Yes, I was walking down the one-way street. I was a fool to think that you'd be there for me. Exactly where were you? Baby, when you needed a friend, I stepped beside you then through thick and thin. Now, baby, when no one cared at all, was now the one that you could always call. I gave away my heart. I knew just where I stood till I reached out for you because I thought I could. Where were you when I needed somebody to lean on? Baby, where were you when I needed a shoulder to cry on? I always had you close when you were feeling weak. As I was walking down the one-way street, I was a fool to think that you'd be there for me. Now even more going through, forgot that